Good evening. This is Samundeshwari from the Department of English. In this October month lecture video series, we are going to discuss the topic punctuation marks. So, why knowing punctuation is more important in the sense? Just look at this given images. So, these two pictures will tell you better why the punctuation mark is important and why should we aware about where to use and where you are not supposed to use the punctuation marks in a writing part especially. So punctuation marks can change the meaning of a sentences and it helps us to avoid the misinterpretation of messages. So punctuational marks with the same sentence can be convey different meanings. So just look at the first picture. It states that let's eat grandma, and without punctuation mark it means that the person is going to eat his grandma instead of a breakfast or a dinner. Similar way, if you use the punctuation marks, it conveys the meaning of we are inviting your grandma to have a breakfast, lunch or dinner. Similar way, eat your dinner is not the same as eat your dinner. So you can keep this thing in your mind for punctuation marks. A punctuation can save a life of a person. So what are all the punctuation marks we are using in our day-to-day communication in the sense? So punctuation is known as the symbols which are organized and clarify information in writing. So they help and convey meaning, emotion and structure. Without punctuation a sentence can be confusing or misleading. So here I have given the important punctuation marks which we are using in our regular conversation. And also why the punctuation mark is important in the sense you can get the clarity and understanding with the messages and prevents miscommunication, and it adds emotion and tone for a message, and it helps structure ideas in a logical way. So in this particular video we are going to see how the design thinking approach help us to understand the topic punctuation mark in a better way. So everyone knows that design thinking which consists of 5 stages, and how come we are going to connect this design thinking stages with the grammar in the sense in a part of empathize we are going to identify the problems and issues faced by the students, especially when they are asked to use the punctuation marks in a real world examples. So after identifying the empathize part, you are going to learn the usage of each punctuational marks. So in a part of ideate, you are exploring more with the punctuational marks with different sentences. In similar way, in a prototype and test, we are going to write more exercise. Along with that, we are sharing the feedback and opinion of share with our friends. So in this way you can explore the topic punctuation with the design thinking stages. So first we're going to see about the period or a full stop. So a period is also known as a full stop. In the sense you can use full stop at the end of a sentence to convey the meaning of the idea gets over. So after the full stop we're gonna use only capital letters to begin a sentence, and you can use full stop in indirect questions. So if it is a direct question in the sense you are supposed to use only the quotational mark, and a full stop can be used in coding languages, email writing and abbreviations. So next we are going to see about commas. So in generally commas can be used with separating items in a list. So I'm talking about I gonna buy some apples, oranges, grapes and watermelon. So when I use the word and in a sentence, it denotes that the work is going to complete. So if you are using and in the sense, most of the time people used to get confused where we should use the punctuational marks, whether it is after and or else before and. So you should place comma before the word and. Comma also can be used in the independent sentence when these independent sentences are connected by the coordinating conjunctions, words such as or, but, yet, so and all. So when the two independent sentences are connected, you can place commas along with these words to give a make it as a complete meaning. And also you can use comma with separation of date and year. So next we are going to see about the usage of apostrophe. So apostrophe in the sense it denotes possessions and contractions. So maximum time when you say don't, instead of saying do not, we are using don't. So there we'll put n apostrophe t. So that apostrophe denotes missing letters in that word particularly. And also this apostrophe means possession. The book is mine. When I say the book is mine, in the sense I'm giving importance to the word mine. So in that punctuational mark, that mine is replaced with the symbol apostrophe marks. And also you can use apostrophe marks to denote the singular and plural cases. And also you can use the apostrophe with years, in the sense 1960s, so which covers the period of that particular time. So next thing we are going to see little bit about the quotation mark. So as you all know that quotation mark we preferably used in direct speech and titles and quotes. When you want to quote the words of someone else, you must use the double quotes to show how important it is, to show emphasize, to show the stress of the informations. We are using the quotation mark. So whenever you are using the quotation mark, in the sense that word gets more important than anything else. So we'll see rest of the punctuational marks in the upcoming videos. Thank you.